partnership with St. Playing Environments and Top Boys and all of our school-sponsored activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, and disability. Any relations to the game or the CMs could result in game stoppages, ejections, and forfeits. Let's work together to ensure a positive, supportive, and healthy learning environment for everyone involved, and have a great game. Good evening and welcome to Hazen Union, home of the Wildcats. I'd like to remind everyone that if you're eating or drinking food in the gym, there are waste baskets placed at the exits. Please pick up after yourselves. Tonight, Hazen is hosting the 10th annual Dave Morse Classic. Dave Morse already had a legendary sports writing career when he joined the 100% in 1994. Then what should have been a part-time job to ease him into retirement became his life's true passion. Dave spent the next 20 years promoting, protecting, and most of all loving the young athletes of Hazen. In return, an entire community loved him right back. This tournament is our way to keep the spirit of Dave alive in our community. Hazen Wildcat Basketball would like to welcome you to tonight's game between the Wolves from Peoples, coached by Tom Diego, and your Wildcats of Hazen, coached by Aaron Hill, assisted by Adam Gale, Travis Hill, Kevin Cohen, and Steve. The officials for tonight's contest are Mike Orton, Steven Cicero, and Glenn Gingras. Starting tonight for People's Academy, number 11, senior Dylan Knight. Number 14, senior Jack Lafayette. Number 15, sophomore Charlie Kelp. Number 21, senior Rupeni Mara. Number 24, senior Blair Whitney.
For the ramparts we watched, pushed again.
You are looking live at the Wildcats Den here at Hazen Union High School in Hardwick, Vermont. Second game of the Dave Morse Classic. Your Hazen Union Wildcat boys taking on the People's Academy Wolves here in the second game played tonight. In the first game, it was Lamoille Lancers beating the Williamstown Blue Devils 57-47. So the winner of this game will play Lamoille in the championship game Friday night. Loser plays in the consolation game against Williamstown Friday as well. Tip-off for those games will be at 5:30 and 7. Opening tip controlled by Peoples. Ball inside, shot, taken, made. I believe that was Rupeni Mara with that shot. I didn't see who put that one in. I went to write my name down. So score is 2-2. Player that I did not see scored for Hazen. And Hazen creating a turnover. Girls over in full bloom out there. Blackout tonight, so they're all in black. We had trouble getting the lights black for the intros, but we got it in the end. So 2-2 is your score. Referee Glenn Dringus blows his whistle. Hand check called on Jack Lafayette. Jamison, Lamar will drive inside off the glass. Jamison, 4-2 Hazen. Cal hands off to Knight. Knight. Sully LaFlamme on him, looking inside. Gets it. Lafayette with his first points of the night, makes it 4-4. Sully loses that one off his foot. Blocked down by Lamar. The pistol. Lincoln Hill for three. 7-4, another steal. Inside, Michaud drops it off to Lamar. Lamar off the glass, gets his own rebound, back up again. Jamison, Lamar. Just like that, it's 9-4 Hazen, 6:13 left. Cats press. Trying to spin around is Kalp. Kalp trying to get past Lamar. Gets the pass over. Three-pointer. Taken and made by Kalp. 9-7. Full gym. That pass off. PA. Trying to swing it inside. Hazen comes up with it. They're running. Michaud. Strong off the glass there to back him up, though, was Gann. Referee Mike Orton with the emphatic call that it will be Hazen's ball. Brother Orty, he's into it tonight. Good crew of officials here. Lamar, top of the key. Wants to go inside, loses dribble, drops it back to Hill. Picked up, spin. Travel. Travel called on Lafayette. Referee Steve Cicero right there all over that one. Sully works in, spins around, doesn't go, tip back. Foul called on Ethan Gann. 5:01 left to go in the first, 9-7 Hazen right now.
Wolves on the attack. Dylan Knight, surrounded by white jerseys, gets it back. Nice pass inside. Wanted to take the turnaround. Mara wanted the turnaround jumper. Nothing there. There's a shot. Taken and made by Kelp. 9-9. And we got the player control foul. That foul called on Lamar, Jamison Lamar. Brother already explained me, I had him explain that call to me one time out in the hallway, but there's like 4 different ways you can call it. It's how you step in and how you move, and I don't know. You gotta hold your mouth just right, you know, you stick your tongue out.
It's a quantum call.
Yeah. That shot off by PA. Sully. Back over. Michaud. Cross court. Hill open for 3. Doesn't drop. Rebound. Whitney. PA trying to work it inside. Hazen defense there. PA gets it back. Wide open underneath was Whitney. Kind of slipped in behind everybody. Sully, short jumper off the front of the rim. Tied up. Gann and Mara fighting over it. Kobe Smith in, they're making him tuck in his jersey. Kobe's set to go now. Inside, turn. Sullivan, can't get it to go. Michaud there. We're gonna get a foul, 2 shots. Foul called on Mara, his first. That'll send Morgan to the line. A couple of players getting ready to check in for PA. Jake Brink and Eider Newland. First shot off for Michaud. Second shot drops. Morgan Michaud. Hazen trails by a point. 3 minutes left to go in the first. Foul's going to be called on Ari Jurkevich. Boys opened up their season down at Stowe the other night. Throttled them 79-36. Lincoln Hill. Puts Hazen back up by 1. Hazen defense is blocking everything. A little bit of a mishandle there by Newland. Wide open from the foul line, doesn't go. That was Brink. Hazen back up. Kobe gets it back to Sully. Here's Hill. Draws the foul. Foul called on Eider Newland. Hill will go to the line shooting 2. First one front of the rim short. Hill's second shot off the back of the rim, strong. PA trails by 1. Good first quarter here. The 10th annual Dave Morse Classic. Lemaire getting ready to check back in. Sullivan drops it off. Smith. Nice pass over Ari. Back to Michaud. Here's Kobe. Hill off the rim for the 3. Rebound Michaud. Hill trying to work back inside. Too many green jerseys. Lemaire and Kobe Smith's going to come out. Michaud on the inbounds. Drops it in. Sullivan pitches back out. Not the intent. Here's Kelp inside. Shot taken by Lafayette, missed. Lafayette gets it away from Sullivan though. Here's Kelp again. Newland works inside. Eider Newland. It's a junior. PA up 13-12. Lamar, strong. Hill underneath, draws the foul. 23.7 left to go here in the first quarter. That foul called on Eider Newland is second. Michaud with a chance. 2 shots here. First shot, no good. Michaud with a chance to tie it up here with 23-7 left in the first. That went off. Rebound. Sullivan. Well, actually, the rebound was Gann. Then he got it to Sullivan. Working things down. 12 seconds. Gonna have to shoot. You got 1 second. He made it. Gann. Ethan Gann. Right at the buzzer gives the Wildcats a 14-13 lead here at the end of 1. You're watching Hazen Union basketball on HCTV channel 1080 on the cable. They'll stream worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Donations to HCTV help make our broadcasting better. Scan the QR code on your screen or donate today. Sponsors for the game are Green Mountain Technology and Career Center. gmtcc.lsd.org. Jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant. 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Burdock Acres, 274-9237, a locally owned cut flower farm and full-service florist. Find them on the web at www.burdockacres.com. The Hardwick House of Pizza, 472-3380. Calderwood Insurance, www.calderwoodins, that's ins.com, offering you outstanding service and protection since 1979. And the Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We are proud to support Hazen Athletics. Read about this game in the next edition of the Hardwick Gazette, your community-owned newspaper. Catch up on any Hazen sports action you may have missed on our YouTube page. Games post next day. Lance Hall with the call. Lance McKenzie on camera. Michael on tech. Get ready for the second quarter here. I wish I saw who scored the first basket for Hazen, but I did not. So my point totals are going to be off because I did not see. I was looking down for momentarily. Blitz attack out here by the Wildcats. Once again, this is the second game of the 10th annual Dave Morse Classic. It was Lamoille besting Williamstown in the first game, so winner of this game will play Lamoille in the late game Friday. Loser of this game plays Williamstown in a consolation game. Tip-offs are at 5:30 and 7. Consolation will be at 5:30. Championship game will be at 7. That's this Friday, right here at the Den. Lamar. Shot in the foul. Jamison Lamar. Dave Morse, of course, came to the Gazette in 1994. He was here 20 years. One of the greatest guys I've ever had the privilege of knowing. He did a ton for Hazen Athletics. Loved all the athletes. Lamar off on the three-point chance there. Just an outstanding individual. Was known to take players under his wing, give them rides, coach them up, talk to them. You spend a minute with Dave Morse and you come out a better person. And if you got to spend some serious amount of time with him, it was life-altering. Man was a longtime sports writer. His Rolodex of people was just amazing. The people, the coaches, the players, the referees, the athletic directors, fellow sports writers. I never heard anyone say one negative comment about Dave Morse. One of the most positive, upstanding people you'd ever get to know. Sorely missed, but his legacy lives on. Gonna have a foul called on Lamar. That's his second. PA on the inbounds. This is Kalp. Running the point. Lamar on him. Tipped away. Grabbed on the far sideline. Newland. This is the Lafayette. Back inside Newland. He was looking for Nolan inside. Beautiful pass. Foul called on, I thought I saw Glenn put up 4 fingers. He's coming out. I believe that was on Newland. I haven't seen him put it up on the scoreboard yet. Yeah, it was on Newland. That's his third. Sully trying to drive around, backs in, gets his own rebound. He's short. Gann hustling underneath. Knocked out of bounds. PA on the inbounds. Cats up 3, 16-13. Hazen creating a turnover. I didn't really see what happened. I was looking right at the play too. I didn't really see. Hill. Rebound. Mara. Jeter in now. The Jeetmeister. The Jeet man. Jeter Demers. Foul called on Gann. Ari's going to go in. Gann's going to come out. And Whitney comes in, and Brink comes out for PA. Pass back. Lafayette. Foul called on Michaud. Morgan had 25 points against Stowe the other night, the most points ever played, ever scored by any of the Michauds in a Hazen Union varsity game. Morgan's going to pick up his second. Aaron not happy. Brother Orty was right there, and Brother Orty's as good an official as you can get, so. Kobe Smith in, Morgan out. Right, pass back, this Dylan Knight. Lafayette, long three-pointer off the side of the rim. Rebound, Hazen, Sullivan up. Kobe trying to get a hold of it. They got him boxed in pretty well in there, but coming in, that was Ari Yurkevich down the lane. Cats up 5. Knight gets it back to Lafayette. Knight inside, turnaround, off the rim, rebound Kobe. Comes Sully. Sully traveled. I thought I saw him drag his foot, but beat Kalp on the inbounds, going to Lafayette. Out of bounds, Hazen. With 3:48 left to go in the first half. Jeter back out, Kobe. Hill off the side of the backboard. Scrum underneath, Kobe comes up with it. Kobe Smith puts the Cats up 7. Coach Hill talking to Cicero. Todd Yendo wants a timeout with 3:14 left to go in the game, in the first half. And be a good time. All right, so at halftime we're having our interview. Is this, yeah. Okay. We're gonna have Brendan Buckley coming in at halftime, talk about his book that he wrote about Dave Morse. I've read it, great story. So we'll keep it here at halftime for that then, correct? Michael? We'll keep it here. So coming up at halftime, we got an interview with Brendan Buckley. 3:14 left to go in the first half. Cats up by 7. Turnover. PA Lafayette stuffed. Ari Yurkevich says, "Not in my house." Get that out of here. Looking like Dikembe Mutombo out there. Not in my house, he says. Lafayette had a clean path going to the hoop. Ari there. That brought some excitement out of the crowd. Sullivan back to Hill. Hill, pull up, shot in the foul. Lincoln Hill. Chance to go to the line, make the three-pointer the old-fashioned way. See if we can put the Cats up 10 with a made free throw right here. So we got Kobe, Ari, Lincoln, Jeter, and Sullivan out on the floor right now for the Cats. Lincoln rolls in. Shooters roll. 2:39 left to go in the first half. Cats up 23-13. PA looking for a hoop. Gets one. Their first hoop of the second quarter. They had not scored in this quarter. Crowd is really spirited tonight. Really spirited. Kelp over to Knight. They are jawing with each other out here. This is cool. Oh, that brings them alive. Cats creating a turnover. Brink getting ready to check in for PA. Kelp's coming out. This place is about ready to come unhinged. Sullivan with Brink on him. Foul called on Brink. Sullivan at the line. He'll shoot two. First free throw good. That's 5 fouls for the Wolves, so puts the Cats in the bonus. We'll be shooting two. The next 154. Sullivan strong off the back of the rim. Rebound Lafayette. Three-pointer off the rim, or off the backboard really. Here's Lafayette. Knight thought about taking a three. Knight. Is that? Called him on a charge or something. Called him for throwing a forearm shiver. The forearm shiver called on Knight. 1:36 left to go. Wolves press. Kind of a half a press. Sullivan, Kobe. Got Jeter for a moment. Jeter, the Jeetmeister. Jeter Demers. Everybody scoring for Hazen tonight. 26-15. Turnaround, Lafayette gets it to go. Jack Lafayette, 4 points for the senior. They are banging out here too. This is not a subtle game out here going on right now. Trading some serious paint out here. Brother Orty with authority. Letting everyone know just exactly what is going on in this game. I wish I could read lips. Turnaround, the Jeetmeister. .42 seconds. Cats up 28-17. Traveled. I thought he took an extra step. Thought he took an extra step. 30 seconds. Take it away. That's going to be off PA. So with 25.6 left. Cats up 11. Opening night of the Dave Morris Classic. Stick around at halftime. We got Brendan Buckley coming up, talk about his book and his experience writing that. I'm sure he's going to have some Dave Morris stories as well. Brink. Sullivan goes by. Sullivan gets his own rebound. Jeter, 13 seconds, still plenty of time. Throws it off the PA player. Lafayette. Sully got a little nonchalant there. Didn't give him the easy hoop, though. Didn't get the nice clean block that Ari did, but he didn't give him the easy hoop either. 2.7 seconds left. Lafayette will go to the line and shoot 2. I can't figure out what they're singing, but oh, okay. Oh, Last Christmas? Oh my. I thought I recognized the melody. Lafayette cans both free throws. 2.7. And that'll do it for the first half, with the Cats up 28-19 here in the second game of the Dave Morris Classic. Once again, the winner of this game is going to be playing Lamoille in the championship game Friday night. Lance Hall with the call for HGTV channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hgtv.us. Lance McKenzie on camera, Michael on tech, and I think he's going to try and work his way up here. Hand him a. You want to put him on? No, we got a cord there. Yeah, we'll get you in here. Sneaker right in here. How you doing? I'm doing good. I was going to say somebody had a hot dog down there, but it's gone. Throw that thing on there. Happy to welcome Brendan Buckley, author of The Morse Code, a book you wrote several years ago.
In
2019.
Sorry, 2022.
2022. What led you to want to write a book about Dave?
Well, I knew Dave pretty well over the years he was here, and his writing, he was here 20 years writing.
Yeah.
And probably 15 of those years, our kids were in school.
Okay.
So Dave was just a presence all the time, whether it was T-ball or whether it was elementary school hoops or varsity soccer. Dave was always there. He had an amazing striking appearance, and
That he did.
so when he first came on the scene, I was just curious, who is this guy? And just had conversations over time at different games along different sidelines, and learned enough about him, but not so much, because Dave was pretty guarded in talking about himself. He loved to put the spotlight on other people and not on himself.
Yeah.
But our paths had crossed years before, when he was at the Rutland Herald and I was at Middlebury College, and I actually found articles with my names in them that he had written in that time, and there was just some Vermont sports history that we had shared, and that we knew names. And I would often sit over there by the pep band, because that was where Dave was. He was just fun to sit next to, because he'd lean over partway through a game and say, "This reminds me of the night in Barrie when so-and-so went for 24 points against Montpelier," or just his encyclopedic knowledge of Vermont sports history. And I also knew over the years of just what he was doing behind the scenes for kids, that he was all about putting a spotlight on the kids, making their lives easier whenever he was able to. He had an eye for kids who came from not the easiest backgrounds. And I just wanted to share that story because he certainly wasn't going to share it.
And that's a lot that people don't really know, the behind-the-scenes stuff. You know, he would give kids rides. He would, you know, see they made certain tournaments.
That's right.
Did a lot. He was as good a coach as any of the coaches that we have here. Definitely knew how to lift a kid up when he needed.
Absolutely. For my money, the best part of the book is where the kids come out and just tell me what he meant to them.
Yeah.
And in some ways, they were the hardest to reach. They were in their 20s and 30s. They were starting families, starting careers, and here's this guy pestering them for some quotes about Dave Morse. But boy, in the end, they came through in spades with just beautiful tributes to him and how important he was, and certain gestures at different times when they were down in their luck or down in their spirits, what a difference he made for them.
Yeah.
And that was really, in many ways, that's the Morse code. You know, it has a double meaning because that was the title of his book, of his column,
Right.
Every week. But it really was, in my mind, how he lived. And that goes back in his life to mentors that he had in Waterbury, because he did not have an easy childhood. He was orphaned at a young age. He was in foster care. He was separated from his siblings. But there were key people along the way who helped direct him, and he never forgot those people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was in his mind, that's what I want to do for other people.
He wanted to give back,
Exactly.
which he definitely did.
Exactly.
Because like you say, he did. In reading your book, he did not have the easiest of childhoods and everything, and there were years where people didn't really know where he was, what he was doing. You know, he kind of disappeared for a little while. Went. Who's the guy that went out in the woods there in Walden? You throw,
Right.
You know,
right. Yeah,
went out
yeah,
into the
yeah.
wilderness.
Yeah.
You know, and came back.
That was, when I set my heart on doing this, I said, well, I know Dave pretty well. I know the stories of his years here in Hardwick, and I knew his sister was in Morrisville. I'll go talk with her and learn about their childhood, and I'll go track down people in Rutland and Barry where he worked before he came to Hardwick, and I'll put it all together. And my first interview was with his sister, who said, we lost Dave for several years. And they'd been separated in childhood because they were in different foster homes. And so all of a sudden there were these two black holes of his life that I needed to try and fill in. And there were people, who when I interviewed them just said, whatever happened? Where did he go? Because they just saw him drop off the face of the earth for, in my count, 20 years. From 1974, when he disappeared from Rutland, to 1994 when he came here.
Reappeared here. And it was Ken Burnham, right, who was writing for Ross at the time, that recommended Dave.
It was great. Ken, was an athlete here.
Yeah.
When Dave was at the Times Argus.
Mm-hmm.
So when Ken went shopping at Kaplan's clothing store in Morrisville, Dave was working part-time gigs just at the cashier. And Ken recognized him and just said, hey, you should go talk to Ross Connolly. He's looking for a sports writer. And the rest is Hardwick history.
Definitely. I mean, it was 20 glorious years that he was here. Just everything he encompassed was all the good that you want to find in a human being and in sports and in sports writing and everything, I think.
Absolutely. And when that first column in the Gazette, February, March 1994, and you realize he hadn't written about sports in a couple decades, and it was like riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
It was just like he was back in the saddle. This is what I do. This is what I'm best at. Just so comfortable.
Definitely. And a fixture at the diner as well,
A fixture at the diner. Down, at Connie's, those were sort of the places you'd find him.
Yep. I remember him coming into our store quite a bit when we had Hall's Market.
Mm-hmm.
He would buy the out-of-town papers then to read them, and we always chatted up sports. And A story I always like to tell. We were going up to Montreal one time to an Alouettes game. And this is how deep his Rolodex went. He goes, yeah, tell so-and-so you're with the Gazette, go in the clubhouse, get a sandwich, have a good time. Of course, I didn't dare to. But I know if I would have, I probably would have gotten in.
Absolutely,
you know?
yeah. I love that his professional life covered every corner of Vermont, generations of Vermont. He grew up in the 40s and 50s and covered the 60s and 70s and then the 90s and the aughts from, you know, the southern part of the state where he was really the man who brought cross-country skiing onto the map and Hardwick sport and Vermont sports, and I had no idea about that stuff. I remember watching him up at Craftsbury pretty early on in his time in Hardwick, and typical Dave, his little spiral notebook, and he's running around taking notes and talking to people, and I thought of Dave at that time as very traditional basketball, soccer, baseball, sports writer. I said, geez, probably never been to a cross-country ski event before. He was in the Grenoble Olympics in 1968. He was the only Vermont sports writer to go to those Olympics.
The breadth of his ability to cover anything. And throughout the decades, too, you know, from the 60s, like you said, 60s, 70s, and go right up into the 90s and the aughts, and to be just as relevant, have just as good a grasp of everything. And you know, just takes it down to the core of being a decent human being and positive and projecting that positivity out into the community.
And knew what sports meant to kids.
Exactly.
You know, when it was done in the right way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this up here. The book is The Morse Code. The camera's back over there. Morse Code by Brendan Buckley. You can get this down at the Galaxy Bookshop right here in Hardwick, Vermont, correct?
And if anyone wanted to get it and wanted it signed, just tell Andrea or Sandy, and they'll hold it and tell me to come sign it for them.
Perfect.
Happy to do that.
Brendan Buckley here with us tonight talking about Dave Morse, 10th Annual Dave Morse Classic. Thank you very much for coming up, sir.
Thank you, Lance.
A
what
pleasure.
a pleasure. Yeah, this was delightful.
All right, second half action. You may be stuck up here now. I missed the hoop again. I turned my back. Go ahead and slap a headset on. We'll talk some more. Up there, Gann. Somebody for PA scored and I didn't see. That makes 2 baskets I've missed, but I've missed at least equally tonight. I missed one of ours and I missed one of theirs. So 30-21 is your score. Long shot taken. Whitney down on the ground. We're going to have a travel called. Michaud on the inbounds. Sullivan. Mara on him. Back over Lincoln Hill. We've got a foul away from the ball. We've got Ari called on that player control. Jeter coming in. Jamison's going to come out. 6:50 left to go here in the third. Cats up 30-21. PA made a lot shorter work of scoring in this quarter than they did in the second. They got almost through the entire second quarter before they scored. Opened up the scoring here in the second half. Knight looking inside. Mara gets it in. Back around Lafayette. Fall away. Lafayette brings PA to within 7. We get a break, Brendan. We'll talk some more.
Got it. Love to.
Jeter looking inside. Comes back out. PA up with the ball. Mara underneath. Tries to dish it over. Mara back to Knight. Cross back. Lafayette. Three-pointer. Short. Sullivan gets the rebound. Hill. In and out. Rebound. Gann. Ethan Gann opens up the Cats scoring here in the second half. 32-23 your score. 5:40 left to go in the third. And Mara's going to be called for an on the arm as Micho was standing underneath. I think this is his second. Okay. And Connor Nolan going to check in. Knight's going to not Knight. Brink checks in. Gann comes out. Ari back in for him. Sullivan they picked his pocket. Turnaround, Lafayette doesn't drop. Sullivan grabs a rebound, looking for some help. There's Micho. Morgan Micho. Hill tries to drive inside, loses the handle. Knight comes up with it. Knight stops, pops a three, back the back of the rim. Rebound, Hill. Hill looking to go coast to coast. Fouled. Blocking foul called on Knight. Brendan, about how long did you spend writing the book?
My first retirement from the health center was 2019, and the first day I wasn't there, I was down in Rutland talking to Tom Haley, who had worked as a college student when Dave was head of the sports department at the Herald. That was another thing. There's this generation of Vermont sports writers who learned their craft.
Brink with the hoop for PA. Yeah, and that was back in the old time typewriters, you know, pen and paper.
Absolutely.
No computerized tablets or anything like that.
Tom Haley, Ted Ryan, Mike Donahue, all of them would tell you Dave was an enormous influence in their professional careers.
Foul called on Nolan. That's going to send Lincoln Hill to the line. I mean, that's the other thing too. You talk about how he influenced the kids at Hazen and everything, but you're talking like now generations of sports writers that he influenced as well. I mean, his mark on this state, you know, in sports writing, do you think there's anybody that's even on a parallel with him?
Not that I've seen here. You know, perhaps on the national scene.
Mm-hmm. Hill cans both free throws.
But he lived it. Every day.
Mm-hmm. PA trailing by 9. 4:30 left to go here in the third. Knight drops it back out. Lafayette. Morgan on him. Lafayette pass inside. Beautiful pass inside. Hit Nolan for a hoop. PA's going to get, Aaron calls a timeout. Was Ross much of an influence when it came to like writing, or did he like write, edit, do anything with you? I know he wrote the foreword to it, right?
Yeah, and Ross was obviously a key interview. Mm-hmm. He and Dave shared time together that was theirs alone, so he certainly had special insight into Dave, and really had such respect for Dave. Mm-hmm. You know, pretty much granted him free rein, confident that, you know, Dave's stories were going to be tight and well written. So I think he didn't have to worry too much once Dave was on the scene in terms of filling up the sports page with good content.
And I'm trying to remember the timeline, and I think I'm wrong. Had Ken passed away by the time you wrote this? Ken Burnham? Did you get to talk to him at all? Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. I knew him, you know, from years ago, and,
right.
and Ken was a great guy. Great guy.
Yep. No, I knew him when he was here. Mm-hmm. You know, there were some people I could track down, and then there were people who were gone, and that was a sadness that I missed out on hearing their stories.
Absolutely. Stepped out of bounds. PA creating a little havoc out here. Cicero blows his whistle. Foul called on Whitney. Is that, or is that Nolan? Nolan's on the scoreboard right now, so it'll be a second. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. Cats up 34-27. Here comes Lincoln Hill. Lamar draws the defense back. Dishes over here in the corner. Ari back to Lamar. Inside, Sullivan. Trying to sneak in the back door was Ari Yurkevich. Of course, the other people Dave knew and knew well were the officials, you know? I think he knew just about every official probably in the state at one time.
I don't think there were many people in the sports world who didn't know Dave.
Yeah.
And were, you know, uniformly thrilled when he appeared back on the scene.
His positiveness was, I said it earlier, if you spent a minute with Dave, you came away a better person. You know, and if you spent any, you know, a longer period of time, it was almost like life altering, you know, to be in his presence.
Absolutely. And certainly the kids he covered would tell you that.
Inside, Nolan. And a foul called on Lincoln Hill, so Nolan will go to the line. That didn't drop? I thought it dropped. I don't see any change the score. Okay. I thought I saw him drop it. All right, score remains 34-27, 3:12 left. Nolan, second shot off. Rebound, Yurkevich fires back. Sullivan up ahead of Lamar. Lamar shakes and bakes, puts up the shot, doesn't go. Lamar gets his own rebound. Jamison, Lamar. Have you thought about writing any more books on any other things, or is this going to be a one-shot deal?
Well, this one was bursting inside me, Lance. Just waiting to come out, and the whole process never felt like work.
Turnaround Knight, his first points of the game. 36-29. Ari looking inbounds. PA comes up with it. Brink over to Lafayette. Lafayette's going to pop a three and make a three. And Coach Hill's going to take a timeout as PA has climbed back into this game. 36-32. They trail just by 4 with 2:23 left to go here in the third quarter. Michael, shall we read the sponsors? You're watching Hazen Union Basketball on HCTV Channel 1080 on the cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Our sponsors tonight, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org. Jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Burdock Acres, 274-9237. A locally owned cut flower farm and full-service florist. Find them at the web, burdockacres.com. Hardwick House of Pizza, 472-3380. Calderwood Insurance, offering outstanding service and protection since 1979. And the Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We're proud to support Hazen Athletics. Hazen on the inbounds. And we got a foul called. And I believe it's going to be on who's it on? Sullivan, and that is his fourth. No, all right. I'm looking at the wrong. It's on Kelp. I'm looking at the wrong board. It's on Kelp. So Sully will go to the line. Of course, another person that figured kind of big towards the end of Dave was Lynn Del Richelieu down at the diner.
Absolutely.
What did you garner? And you know, she really took him under his wing. Was one of, you hear these stories of Sullivan, Kansas, where, you know, when people start not showing up, and when you see changes, she was probably the first one to see it.
She was.
What kind of insights did you get from Lynn?
Well, Dave wasn't one to seek out help, Lance. And Lynn kind of forced the help on him. Just
very strong-willed woman right there.
absolutely, and full of love and caring.
Yeah.
So she saw Dave just going downhill physically and insisted on getting him some help.
All right. Back and forth action here. 1:45 left to go. Hill, long three-pointer, doesn't go. Rebound. Nolan. There's Brink. Back to Knight. Brink. Foul called. Love Brother Orty's explanation of calls. That foul called on Blair Whitney. The only referee I know can make a basketball game look like a pro wrestling match. It's like, yeah, he had him with the hip toss, and then the Stan Hansen lariat. And Hill goes up. We're gonna have a whistle. Mara's gonna go in. Hill to the line. Hill was first, hits the first free throw. I don't want to give point totals because I missed two hoops, so I'm gonna be off. Nolan comes out. Mara back in. Hill, free throw. In and out. Kobe Smith gets the rebound. Kobe, in between two green jerseys. Coach Hill takes a timeout with 1:11. In writing the book, Brendan, what was, I'm trying to think how I want to word this. What was one story that really maybe altered your life in writing? You know, something you found out, a story you heard that really touched home with you, altered your life in learning about Dave. Was there one in particular, or were there, you know, many?
There were many. I think what I loved, again, in terms of how his life crisscrossed Vermont and really drew Vermont together, was when he came to the Gazette. There was a generation of parents that he had covered when they were kids. So he knew Dave Brown. He knew the Dimmick family. And these were familiar names to him and familiar scenarios. He knew Dump Donlin. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember
name,
Dump.
Lance,
Yeah, I remember Dump. Yeah. Hardwick Area Little League. Hill with a three. Hardwick Area Little League, you know, was Dump's mainstay for many, many years. Huge Red Sox fan. 41-32 your score. Lafayette short. Rebound Lamar. Lamar called. He swung his arm out a little bit. Little bit of a clearing. Jeter going to come in.
Dave helped build Thunder Road. I mean, he was everywhere in the Vermont sports story.
I don't think you can go to too many corners of Vermont and talk about too many sports that Dave didn't have some sort of insight, influence. You know, he touched it in one way or another. And to have him here for 20 years with us, travel called.
Yeah,
I think, you know, that we were blessed.
Heaven. Absolutely.
We were blessed.
Absolutely. And just, you know, such a chance meeting between him and Ken.
Yeah.
I think Dave's life by 1994 had been so rough. I don't think he ever imagined he'd be a sports writer again.
You think of those Hill in and outs. Like you say, those chance meetings, you know, they're just how things go that way, and how it alters not only that person's life, but then everybody's life.
Right,
yes.
Yeah, makes a ripple.
Yep.
And it happened for Dave
Yeah.
in the same way, that
Yeah.
the key adults that he met
Yep.
as an orphaned foster kid in Waterbury.
We saved him as much as he saved us, you know? 13.8 left to go here in the third. Cats up 41-32. Ari. Jeter. Lamar trying to get it taken away by Lafayette. 6 seconds. Lafayette. Shot and a foul for Jack Lafayette. Shot is good. Foul called on Jeter. So both teams in the bonus now. Lafayette's off the rim. 2 seconds, they're gonna have to hurry. Turn around, pop, block. So at the end of 3, Cats up 41-34 here in the second game of the Dave Morse Classic. You want to stick around for one more, or you want us to try and get you out of here? You're good? You're having a good time?
It's a great game.
We're having a good time up here.
Enjoying listening to you, Lance.
Thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. Dave, I don't know if Dave came in before I started here or not. I don't think no, because we did the first. Right. He passed away what year?
Passed away in 2015.
Okay, 2015, the fall of 2015 was when I first started doing lineups and basketball here. So I think he just missed me.
Yeah.
I think he just missed me, but I tell you what, he influenced me, you know, and talking with him at the store. Just like I said, just getting to know the man was an experience.
You know, Lance, I opened the book with the appreciation night that Aaron organized for Dave the year before he died. So no one knew we were going to lose him within a year.
Yeah.
But it's not often in life that you get to be thanked while you're still alive.
Yes.
And that was a really special evening.
Yeah.
With the kids, parents,
exactly.
coaches, all having a moment to say thank you for what Dave had done.
That is
Timmy Shed coming all the way from North Carolina.
Yeah. That is the ultimate, you know, giving of flowers while they're still here. You know, you hear that expression often. Give the flowers while they're still here. All right, fourth quarter. Cats up 7. Looking to punch their ticket to the championship game. 10th annual Dave Morse Classic. Once again, winner of this game will play Lamoille. In the championship game Friday night, loser plays Williamstown in the Consolation. Consolation tips off at 5:30. Championship game at 7. Inside. Gann. Or no, that was Michaud. Morgan Michaud.
Way to go with the French pronunciation.
Yes, I go back and forth all the time. I think Mitchell sounds a little more aggressive. You know, you're like Mitchell inside where you say Michaud. I mean, Lafayette follows the shot up with a nice move. So I kind of alternate. Lincoln Hill, short shot.
Well, I was, you know, brought up in typical school French, and when I arrived here, I insisted on pronouncing all the names the way I would have been told in 6th grade.
All right.
Brink
three-pointer. Nothing but net for Jake Brink. 45-39. Hill tries to answer back, comes up short. PA on the rebound. Lafayette, another three. PA within 3 now. 6:09 left. Foul called on, is that on Lafayette? Had you done any writing prior to writing this book? Any type of?
Nothing on this scale. I'm the son of an English teacher and a journalist, so
Okay.
I have always enjoyed writing. I can't play an instrument. I can't hold a tune. I can't draw. So writing becomes my one artistic expression, but nothing on this, on the scale of a book.
You did it, and you did it well. Like I said, I read the book. I thought it was a fantastic, I didn't know much of Dave's background at all, So I thought it was a fantastic effort to track everything down and put this book together. And
Well, it was a joy the whole time, and it took me to Ohio, it took me to Maine, all over Vermont, just tracking down clues, down to New York City. So it was a great journey.
did you find the more you knew, the more you wanted to know?
Absolutely. There's big holes I wasn't able to fill in.
Yurkevich sinks his first free throw. That's right, I forgot. We start the fouls over each quarter now. I thought it was for the half. Yurkevich, second one.
Those are big.
Free throws towards the end of the game. So they can make or break you. Cats back up 5, 5:50 left to go in the game. Lafayette,
Wow.
he's put this team on his back, keeping them in it. Lamar leans in, doesn't get it, rebound Knight. Knight tries to duck inside, wanted to look inside for Newland. .526 left to go in the game. Two games next week as well. Girls will be playing Thetford on Monday night. Boys will be playing Enosburg Tuesday night. That's the 22nd and 23rd. As Lamar, Jamison, Lamar, the pistol. Big hope for the Cats and the foul. Jamison misses free throw, trying to get his own rebound now, puts it back up. No, rebound again. Draws. Does he draw another foul? And Brother Orty had just teed up, I believe, Newland. Newland. So we have a foul and a technical foul. I believe they were both called on Newland, who picked up his fourth foul. I guess he got a little blue with his language out there on the court, which Brother Orty is not going to stand for. So Lamar's going to go to the line. I think he's going to be, I know there's 2 on the initial foul. And will there be 2 on the technical as well? I think we're about to see a whole lot of free throw in here. Coach Yando tells Newland to have a seat. All right. Let's see what Jamison can do with some free throws. Chance to blow this game open if he can make a bunch of them. Off on that one.
How many?
I know he's going to get 2 on the foul and either 1 or 2 on the tee. Because they call the foul, then they call the technical. Not good. So I believe on a technical, anybody could shoot him. So Lincoln's going to step up and do the free throws. So Jamison Lamar missed 2 free throws. Referee's in a little huddle over there on the far side. I have no clue.
They're asking which foul was the 5th foul.
Oh, okay.
The technical was number 4's 5th
Okay, yeah. All right, so he is out now with the 5th. Okay, I got you. That was the question. So then Newland is fouled out. That's 5. And it also makes 5 team fouls, so that puts the Cats in a bonus for the rest of the game. So whereas the Cats now have 4 fouls to give before PA starts shooting free throws, or 5 fouls technically. So yeah, that was. All right, so we're not going to shoot anything on the tee. When all is said and done. But the Cats do get the ball back, so. And they're going to call Lamar for a player control. Lafayette went down. Aaron's all over Cicero on that call. And that is Jamison Lamar's 5th foul. So Lamar fouls out with 4:55 left to go in the ball game. Cats up 5. That's a bit of a loss. I've got Jamison unofficially with 10. I may have missed, if he scored the first hoop, I may have missed it. So, yeah. Inside, Mara back. Pitches out, Brink. Tough way for Jamison to foul out, but Cicero was standing right there. Lafayette on, the man is en fuego here in this second half. Just completely put this team on his back. Hill tries a 3, rolls up, PA. I've got Lafayette with 21, unofficial. Completely unofficial. Foul called on Kobe Smith. His first, 4:12 left to go in the ball game, and Cats up by 3. Because as you probably remember, Brendan, PA and Hazen's about as good a rivalry in basketball as there's been for a long time.
Absolutely. I think the first championship that I saw Hazen win was beating PA at the odd.
Yeah. Some epic games back then.
Remember Charlie Kerr hitting some key shots from downtown.
Sullivan can't get the scoop to go. Rebound taken away. Michaud can't get it. Save in by PA. PA with a chance to tie this ball game. Inside, Mara. Here's Knight. Gonna call a travel. Could have gone any one way or another. Yando not happy. I mean, that could have given a charge, that could have given a block. Instead, they call it travel. Wolves press. Not going to give us an easy inbounds at all. Hill manages to corral that down. He's got a bunch of green jerseys. Knight's all over him. Knight wanted the call to go to PA. Michaud on the inbounds. Here's Laflamme with Brink on him. Back out, Michaud, foul line. Trying to go inside to Laflamme, blocked down by Mara. Michaud comes back up with it. Ari thought about taking a three, he almost traveled. Cats gonna set things back up, try and burn a little clock maybe. 3:05 left to go in the game. They're up 3. Michaud, back to Kobe. Kobe Smith. Man, this PA defense has been tough. Creating a turnover, Lafayette, who else? This is a barn burner, folks. Opening home game for the boys. Girls opened up their season with a win over Enosburg, lost at CVU last night. Lafayette, 3, rips the net. Tie ball game, 2:33 left to go in the game. Kobe drops, doesn't go, rebound Hill. Lincoln Hill. And Coach Aaron Hill wants a timeout, 2:21 left. Lincoln Hill puts the Cats up by 2. Woo! Gonna catch a breath, take a drink. This is some action. You picked a good night to come up.
Oh my goodness. I remember PA running us pretty hard a year ago on this court.
This is a game. This is what we go for. Let me get a shot. You got the camera over here, Lance Rowan. Get a shot of the book. The Morse Code. Author Brendan Buckley's been with us here. Okay, there we go. For this entire, starting up at halftime, just starting here the second half. Available at the Galaxy Bookshop. And if you want an autographed copy, you can set it aside and they'll let you know and you go down and do it.
Absolutely.
Great book. I've read it myself. It's a fantastic story. And once again, your research and everything, like you said, the places you went, New York City, Ohio, all over Vermont.
Yep, Maine.
Amazing,
Bath, Maine.
Amazing stories. About a great guy that we're playing here for tonight, Dave Morse.
Yeah, what a
Can't believe it's been 10 years.
Another wonderful honor that this is in his name and memory. It's so appropriate. The rise of the Cats through the 90s coincided with Dave's arrival here.
Yeah. Here's Brink over tonight. Cats up 2, 2:10 left. Lafayette, he's been all world here in the second half for PA. Knight working on Kobe. Crowd's just into it. Have been both sides all game long. Taking away Michaud. Sullivan. Mara behind him. Foul called. Foul called on Mara. That will send Sully Laflamme to the line with 1:38 left. Chance to build up this lead a little bit more. We saw Lamar miss a couple of free throws that pretty key, so we'll hope that Sully hits his. Sullivan rattles it in. Sink this one, make it a 2-possession game. With 1:38 left. Good.
4-point cushion.
Key clutch shots right there. Make it a two-possession game. Brink over to Mara. Back to Brink. Knight. Kobe on him. Coach Todd Yando wants to take a timeout. here with 1:22 left to go in the game. Once again, winner of this game going into the championship game Friday night. They will play Lamoille. Loser will play Williamstown in the consolation. Williamstown consolation game tips off at 5:30. Championship game at 7. And next week we're in here on Monday the 22nd. Girls will be hosting Thetford. Tuesday the 23rd, boys host Enosburg, and then Saturday the 27th. I believe this is the only Saturday home game scheduled right now. Girls are hosting Randolph. Of course, there's always the threat of weather and everything that sometimes pushes games to Saturdays. But right now, I think that's the only Saturday game that's on the schedule.
Been great to see Randy Lumsden's success with the girls,
stuff.
and he was another one who, you know, Dave was a special mentor to.
Absolutely. First time in Hazen history, Randy has fielded the same starting lineup 2 years in a row. I mean, that team's been stacked.
Yeah.
All right, Brink on the inbounds. Over to Mara. Back to Lafayette. Michaud. Michaud gets the call on that player control. Lafayette was trying to shake him. Michaud, the defensive specialist that he is.
Nice to see them shake hands there.
Yeah, you know, they're out there playing, but in the end, you know, it's like, hey, you made the play. Ari, back to Sullivan. Far side, Hill. Lafayette was in there on Michaud. Michaud just got knocked. Inadvertent, he knows. Brink was trying to make a play. Brink was just trying to make a play. I mean, Morgan Michaud wrestles steers. You know, that's not gonna.
I've ridden my bike past those steers. Yeah, I'm glad that there's an electric wire between me and them.
That's not gonna take him down for much. I mean, and he wrestles steers just for fun, you know? Michaud at the line. Off the back of the rim. Like to see him can at least one here. 1:08 left. Cats currently up 4.
Nice.
Nice. Let's extend it to 5. 1:07. Here's Knight. You know that Knight takes a 3 off the back of the rim. Lafayette up. Lafayette, Michaud on him. Here's Knight. Kobe Smith, turnaround. Blocking foul on Kobe.
That was a great offensive rebound by Lafayette. He's done everything for them tonight.
Strong player. All right, Knight at the line. Off on his first one. So now even with a make, it still remains a 2-possession game. 2-possession game still. Cats up 5. Wolves press hard. 45 seconds. Sullivan, look at them. They're gonna call a foul. Say Cats running their press break. Yando letting Brink know just what he wants him to do. Yeah. Sullivan at the line. Sully, absolutely clutch. Free throws. Extends the lead to 6. With 44.3 left. Once again, stand on the line like that, game like this. Sink 2 free throws. Mara can't get it to go. Knight can't get it to go. Mara again. They're still fighting. Still not going. 4 chances in there. Brink. Wolves just couldn't buy a bucket. The back up. Lafayette off the glass though. Shot and the foul. 17.9.
Probably could have done without the foul.
Exactly, yes. Lafayette free throw, good. Coach Yando wants to take a timeout. Talk things over here with 17.9 left. Wolves trail by 4, 56-52. And what has been an outstanding opening night of basketball here at the Den. Should I read sponsors, Michael? Good time to read the sponsors. You're watching on HCTV channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsc.org. Jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Burdock Acres, 274-9237, a locally owned cut flower farm and full-service florist. Find them on the web at www.burdockacres.com. Hardwick House of Pizza, 472-3380. Calderwood Insurance, www.calderwoodins.ins.com. Offering you outstanding service and protection since 1979. The Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We're proud to support Hazen Athletics. And you can read about this game in the next edition of the Hardwick Gazette, your community-owned newspaper, and catch up on any Hazen sports action you missed on our YouTube page. Games post next day. Also, donations to HCTV help make our broadcast better. Scan the QR code on your screen. Donate today. Lance Hall with the call. Lance McKenzie on camera. Michael on tech. Brendan Buckley setting up beside me. We've been talking a whole lot of Dave Morrison about his book, The Morse Code, Legacy of a Vermont Sports Writer. And this, man, with Dave being his glory, watching this game.
Absolutely. And just watching Travis Hill come over to the scorer's table, and he was part of that first championship team that Dave covered.
Foul called on Mara, his 4th. And Sullivan, who's been Mr. Clutch from the free throw line, here in the late stages of this game to maintain this lead. Short on that one. I think he's made either 4 or 6 straight before that. Short. Rebound. Knight comes up. Gonna have to hurry. They're trailing by 4. 2 possessions. 9. Lafayette.
No foul.
Fall away 3. Lafayette clutch. 4.9 brings the Wolves to within 1. Man, is Lafayette a player.
Brilliant game.
So 4.9. That 3 changed the color. Man.
Well, fitting we have a great one.
Yeah. This is when those missed free throws come up quick. I'm thinking of the 2 that Jamison missed, and I'm thinking of the 2 that Sully just missed. I mean, that's 4 points left at the line.
Takes me back to the night Ryan Hall hit the 3-pointer at the buzzer in the Tristan Southworth Memorial game.
Okay.
And unlikely hero, but had the ball in the moment. Nailed the shot.
Had the moment and seized it.
Yeah.
All right, 5.3. They're going to inbound from down underneath, of course. Michaud on the inbounds. Wolves are going to press. Michaud gets it into Hill. And quick foul by Knight. Ticked 1 second off the clock. Lincoln Hill to the line now, chance to be a hero. Hill. Big free throw. Big free throw. Crowd comes up. Clutch. Once again, clutch by Hill. And that came up just short. Wow.
Had a chance.
It certainly did. So, wow. Hazen escapes with a 3-point win, 58-55 over a really game People's Academy Wolves team. Jack Lafayette, what a player he was. But we saw some clutch free throws. Sullivan with his. Lincoln, those two right there at the end were just absolutely huge to keep us up 3. That jump falls, we're looking at OT. So it will be Hazen against Lamoille in the championship game Friday night of the Dave Morris Classic, 10th annual that is. That's going to tip off at 7. At 5:30, the consolation game between PA and Williamstown will tip off. And once again, we have continue to celebrate all things Dave. Brendan, thank you very, very much for coming up tonight.
What a pleasure, Lance. This was a delight.
Good time
Thank you
chatting
for
with you
inviting
tonight.
me. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it. And thanks for putting on a show.
Yeah, well, boy, these teams put on a show. So we will see you back here Friday night for the championship game. Until then, live every moment, love every day. Bye-bye.